Triple B's Bookmail time. Come on, grab your friends. We're going to see the mailman again. Bookbringer the sword and Triple B the human. Their friendship will never end. It's Triple B's Bookmail time. What's up, beasties? It's me, it's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Triple B's Bookmail. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail. Moo! Every time. As you can see here, we've got quite a stack of book mail to go through. I've been saving it up since the last one for a couple weeks, and I just had a bunch of things come in. Some things I wasn't expecting, was surprised by. Some things I don't know what they are, because of the publishing company they're from. I'm not sure if it's an indie author and that's their publishing company or whatever, or if it's something I don't know about. So I'm excited, but a lot of these are... I got a few things, some, we'll talk about them when they come to them, but some books that I've been looking for that are hard to find. I got a few from Pango and a few from Thrift Books that I finally found good deals on that are supposed to be in good condition. So a few of those are from that. So that's why it looks so tall, because it was like, you know, when you do Thrift Books or Pango, you get one book. So you may get a few books, but you don't get one package, you get 5. Or whatever, you know. So I'm excited to do that. We got some Pango books, we got some Thrift Books. I got a couple things from Amazon to support indie authors. I had a gift card from a student and their family from my last school that I hadn't used yet, so I used that. Got a couple awesome books from Amazon, so we got those. I got a bunch of books from awesome indie authors I cannot wait to share with you and shout out. And at the very end, what maybe some of you came here for, I got a box from Dragonsteel that I'm very excited about and to share with you. So without further ado, grab yourself a thirst-quenching refreshment like this Cheerwine Zero Sugar if you're down south like me. It's a cherry burn and I love it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Triple B's Book Mail. That's right. Book, bring her to me. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm hopeful that we'll get through this without me knocking over a stack of books or packages, but I'm not terribly hopeful, so bear with me. So we're going to start off with the Pango book orders. I'm excited. It's like playing Jenga, which I love Jenga. Bookbringer, I'm going to need you a lot today, my friend. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Then, for the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching at home, and by that I mean for the no one in attendance and the tens, possibly hundreds of you watching at home, let's get ready to bookmail. I almost did it. Here we go. If you weren't sure what that was just a little something that D-Generation X used to do. One of my favorite wrestling gimmicks and groups from the WWE back in the day. Nice packaging. That, oh yes. Okay, so this very nice packaging from this seller. They did a wonderful job. So this is an awesome fantasy western that I should have included on my fantasy western video. There's a thumbnail for it. Check that out if you haven't yet. I really focused on books that I had or a few that I was looking for and didn't have, but I didn't think about the ones that I had digital and that I read and loved. And so I had to remedy that, and I got this beautiful copy of Cold West by Clayton Snyder. This is very good. I really enjoyed it. Nice short novella, but very dark, very good. Clayton Snyder's a great writer, and I'm excited to dive into more of his books. He even co-wrote some with Michael R. Fletcher, who I'm also excited to dive into. But let me tell you what this is about. Bastard, killer, husband, father. His wife cold in the ground, and 2 young boys to feed. Will Cutter turns to what he knows, violence. But a bounty is never just a bounty, and blood is never spilled in drops. Forced to ever more violent acts, he'll have to ask himself, is hell too far to ride? Oh, you find out. Oh, look at that cover too. So cool. This is a fantastic book. I highly recommend this to anyone. I'm glad to have it in the collection. All right. Next up, another Pango Books book. Oh, yes. All right. So let me give you a little rundown here about why I got this next book. So I love the show Altered Carbon, so I wanted to get all the books and read them. So I found in a used bookstore, I found the 3 books of that trilogy. You have book 3, Broken Angels, in this cool trade paperback. Book 2, Woken Furies. I mean, it's awesome. Looks awesome. And then book 1, but alas, it was the mass market of Altered Carbon. So I've been trying to hunt around for the trade paperback of this cover. Not the one, the movie cover or the newer cover. I like these ones. The neon soaked looking ones. And I finally found it, my friends. So that means this bad boy is going to be going up on my Pango very soon. So here we go. Altered Carbon in the trade paperback. So now I got all 3. They look glorious with each other, and I'm very, very happy. Although for Woken Furies, they did put Del Rey down here instead of up here, and they changed the color. But what? You know what? It's all right. It's all right. I like it. I like it. Let me tell you what this is about, if you have not heard. In the 25th century, humankind has spread throughout the galaxy, monitored by the watchful eye of the UN. While divisions in race, religion, and class still exist, advances in technology have redefined life itself. Assuming one can afford the expensive procedure, a person's consciousness can now be stored in a cortical stack at the base of the brain, and easily downloaded into a new body or sleeve, making death nothing more than a minor blip on a screen. Ex-UN envoy Takeshi Kovacs has been killed before, but his last death was particularly painful. Dispatched 180 light years from home, re-sleeved into a body in Bay City, formerly San Francisco, now with a rusted, dilapidated, there's always a word that gets me, Golden Gate Bridge. Kovacs is thrown into the dark heart of a shady, far-reaching conspiracy that is vicious even by the standards of a society that treats existence as something to be bought and sold. For Kovacs, the shell that blew a hole in his chest was only the beginning. Ho ho ho. Good stuff. Show's good too. Check it out. Alright, next up from Pango Boy. I don't even know what to say about that one. I'm sorry. That was pretty good though, wasn't it? Pango. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella de Vil. Sorry. Let's see if I can get this open now. Just thought of that when I said Pango, and then I thought, Bungo! I just always loved that song. I don't have 101 Dalmatians in here. That was just my own tangent. I apologize if you thought that was a hint. It was not. 'Twas not. Alright, I think I finally got this bag open. Got it. Got it, guys. Got it. Oh, yeah. Check this out. So, this started because I have a Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, the collector's edition, illustrated. And I want to find the other ones in the illustrated. So I was just looking on Pango for those, just seeing if there was any of them. And I saw a signed book by V. Schwab, which I don't have anything signed by them. And there was another book trilogy that she wrote that I thought sounded really cool. It had to do with music and fantasy. So I found one of This Savage Song and signed by Victoria Schwab. And I'll tell you what it's about in a second. Let's make sure it's signed. Oh, yeah. It is. That's cool. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Okay. Let me tell you what this is about. What a cool cover, too. Kate Harker wants to be as ruthless as her father. After 5 years in 6 boarding schools, she's finally going home to prove that she can be. August Flynn wants to be human, but he isn't. He's a monster, one that can steal souls with a song. He's one of the 3 most powerful monsters in a city overrun with him, his own father's secret weapon. The city's divided. Their city is crumbling. Kate and August are the only 2 who see both sides, the only 2 who could do something. But how do you decide to be a hero or a villain when it's hard to tell which is which? Yeah. Sounds pretty fun. Magic, music. Yeah. Sounds like it's got a little urban fantasy vibe too. So, yeah. I dig it. Is this one more Pango thing? Yes. Yeah. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's see what we got up in her. Oh, yes. Speaking of signed books, I found one more. It actually just popped up on my Pango, like, recommendations or whatever. And I was like, yeah. Now, I love Grimdark. And I've always been interested in reading Marlon James' Black Leopard Red Wolf. And I just love the cover. I've heard good things about it. So there's a sequel called Moon Witch Spider King that I saw in Penguin, had to snag because, once again, signed copy. And it was, they were getting rid of it for a really good deal, signed by the author. So now, and I love that cover, and I love how they look together. And you know, I know I just talked about how I didn't like the mass market, but you know, sometimes I don't care. I don't care that it's a paperback and a hardcover. I still think it's cool. I dig it. And you know, obviously, if I read this, anyway, if I really love this, then I'll just get a hardcover of it. Or maybe I'll get a paperback of this and just have this because it's signed. I don't know. But let me tell you what the book 1 is about. Let me show you the book 2 again, just the cover, in case you didn't get a good look. There's just some wild covers. Check that out. Some birds. That's crazy. A Spider King and the Moon Witch kind of all mixed together. Some birds. It's out of control. Looks awesome. But let me tell you what Black Leopard Red Wolf is about. It's Dark Star Trilogy. This is book 1. Tracker, that's the main character, that one of the point of views. Tracker is known for his skills as a hunter. He has a nose, people say. Hired to find a mysterious boy who disappeared, Tracker breaks his own rule of always working alone. When he finds himself part of a group assembled to search for the boy. The band is a hodgepodge, full of unusual characters, including a shape-shifting man-animal known as the Leopard. As Tracker follows the boy's scent, he and the band are set upon by creatures intent on destroying them. As he fights for his survival, Tracker starts to wonder, who really is this boy? Why has he been missing for so long? And perhaps most important, who's telling the truth and who's lying? Drawn from African history and mythology and his own rich imagination, Marlon James has written a saga of breathtaking adventure. Defying categorization and full of unforgettable characters, Black Leopard Red Wolf is surprising and profound. I'm excited to check this out, and even more with the sequel now, and signed by the awesome author. That's so cool. So, yes, sir. All right, so that gets us through Pango. Let's move on to my thrift book purchases. All right, thrift books time. I don't know what order I'm going to open these in. So we may get... I won't say anything. Not gonna ruin the surprise. I am stronger than a bag. I think. No, I'm not. All right, first up. Ooh, nice way to start. So, pretty good library copy. Sometimes you just gotta go with the library copies of these old books that are expensive and hard to find. So, I talked on the best fantasy western books, ones that I've been looking for a while and really wanted to get. And this is book one, so good opening. This is by R.S. Belcher. It's called The Six-Gun Turret. Look at that. Little boy holding that eye. It's like steampunk, western, fantasy. Yeah, sounds awesome. So, let me tell you what this is about. Nevada, 1869. It gets compared to, it's got the cool fantasy, western, steampunk stuff, but it also gets compared to, because it's post-apocalyptic, so it gets compared to Fallout, which is awesome, because I love Fallout. So, Nevada, 1869. Beyond the pitiless 40-mile desert lies Golgotha, a cattle town that hides more than its share of unnatural secrets. The sheriff bears the mark of the noose around his neck. Oh, yes. Some say he is a dead man whose time has not yet come. His half-human deputy is kin to coyotes. The mayor guards a hoard of mythical treasures. A banker's wife belongs to a secret order of pirates and assassins. And a shady saloon owner, whose fingers are in everyone's business, may know more about the town's true origins than he's letting on. A haven for the blessed and the damned, Golgotha has known many strange events, but nothing like the primordial darkness stirring in the abandoned silver mine overlooking the town. Bleeding midnight, an ancient evil is spilling into the world, and unless the sheriff and his posse can saddle up in time, Golgotha will have seen its last dawn, and so will all of creation. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm going to leave that here to see what we get next. I can't tell you why, but you'll know soon. All right, this is looks like an Amazon package, but it's actually from Thrift Books. Lovely, that didn't work. That's awesome. I'm really glad that I don't know how to open packages. Okay, all right. Just keep ripping. Just keep ripping. Just keep ripping. Oh, yeah. I'm going to set this one aside where you can't see it until we get to the other one. Okay, here's my last. I hope they're all safe in here. There's a few books left, and they're all in this package. So, let's hope everybody's all right. Ooh, open carefully. Oh gosh. Careful. I don't like that. I don't like that packing job they did there. Not sure why I'm talking that way. Not too bad though. Alright. So, here is book 2 and 3, the sequels to Six-Gun Turret. And I think only one of these is a library copy, and it's got the barcode on the back. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright, so my favorite. So here's book 1, Six-Gun Turret. Book 2 has my favorite cover. It's called The Shotgun Arcana. Check that out. Oh boy. That's sick. Look at that. And book 3 has a cool cover as well. The Queen of Swords. Bam. There's a 4th book that I will get eventually. Once I get through this, and if I love these, I might try to find book 1 and 3 not from a library, But for now, these are in good shape, and I'm excited to have them. Love these covers. So excited to read this series. Definitely going to do it soon now that I have these. Now, the other thing I got that I put to the side was a trilogy of cool mass market paperbacks. Let's see. Let me show you these in correct order. It is a trilogy from David Gemmell, post-apocalyptic, fantastical. And it's called, I think, let's see. It's the John Shanno trilogy, Adventures. So we got book 1, Wolf in Shadow. Check out that sweet cover. Ho ho. So it was originally called the Jerusalem Man. Hey, get back up there. You stay up there. Don't you do it. Don't. You little. Book 2, The Last Guardian. I think this is my favorite cover. How epic does that look? Taking that thing out, or getting ready to. He's got a bunch running at him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care one bit. He's a BA. He does not care. And book 3, Bloodstone. Very cool. Love these covers. Excited to have them. Cannot wait to read this. Let me tell you what it's about. That would be a good idea. All right. Book 2 is in really good shape. Pages aren't even yellow. All right. We got A Trail of Blood. John Shanno, the Jerusalem Man, lived in a world that had toppled on its axis. Civilization had been replaced by ruthlessness and savagery. Relentless in his quest for peace, Shanno followed a path that led only to bloodshed and sorrow. Abaddon, the Lord of the Pit, sought to plunge mankind into a new satanic era. His hellborn army spewed forth from the Plaguelands with an unholy force stemming from human sacrifice. For it was the blood of innocents that fueled the corrupted substrasy stones of power, the source of Abaddon's might. But the Hellborn made a fatal mistake. They took the woman who had stolen Shanno's heart. He'd move heaven and earth to save her, or he'd die trying. Oh, yes, sir. That sounds real good. Real good. Excited to have these. Book 3's, not in the best of shape, but that's all right. Pretty cool picture from the front on the spines. Definitely gonna have to upgrade book 3 at some point, but still definitely readable. Little bit of water damage at some point, I think, but doesn't smell. No. I'm happy. All right, so that was the Pango and Thrift Books haul part. So now we're going to move on to the few things I got from Amazon. All right, so here we go. Some things I got from Amazon. First one, not in a box, because came with some things I got for my son. He opened them up, took his stuff out, ripped the box to shreds, of course, because he doesn't know how to open things nicely. And he said, "Oh, here's a book that was in there, Dad." Okay. So anyway, I had some Amazon credits, and there was a book that has been calling to me for a long time. I've had suggested and recommended to me multiple times from different people, so I had to grab it. The cover looks awesome. It is Rise of the Giants, Heaven's Dark Soldiers by Steve Gilmore. Look at that. That looks pretty sweet. Like a guardian angel looking dude. Got a sword in one hand, sawed-off shotgun in the other. Yeah. So let me tell you what this is about. It says, Angels and Giants and Beasties. Oh my. Beasties? He's talking about us. A maniacal mashup of apocryphal lore, mainstream mythology, and occultist mysticism. Rise of the Giants is a mischief-laden romp through the eclectic universe of angels, gods, and monsters for which Gilmore's series is well known. In life, Dean Robinson was a soldier. Upon his untimely death at the hands of a fallen angel, with a serious superiority complex and snappy wardrobe, he became something else. Not quite divine, but no longer human. Dean was unwillingly thrust into the prophetic pinnacle of a timeless battle raging in the shadows of Earth and the heavens. Better yet, he and his newfound gang of arcane sidekicks might be the only thing standing between mankind and an incursion of otherworldly giants. No pressure. From the back streets of Boston to the nether regions of heaven and beyond, join the wisecracking misadventures filled with magic, destiny, and a whole lot of beer. And as always, the devil's in the details. Very cool sounding. Can't wait to check this out. I've heard great things and it looks awesome. I think these two go together. I could be wrong. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay, so first up, this was a book that I heard another booktuber talk about. I'll link his channel down below. A channel I love to watch. He's fantastic. Him and his wife both. And Ian Jubilee. Ian is awesome. That's all that matters. He's fantastic. Check him out. Just super chill, nice guy. He does challenges, trying to read like so many books in so many hours, and he goes on the streets and talks to people about books, and he's hilarious. Awesome dude. But he talked about this book, and I'm like, man, that sounds awesome. So this was one of the books I got with my gift card. It's got an awesome little cover. It's called A Fig for All the Devils by C.S. Fritz. IBPA Gold winner for Best in Horror. Okay, it looks like you got the Grim Reaper smoking a cig there. Pretty cool. Let me tell you what it's about. Oh, here we go. It's on the back, on the bottom. I just didn't see it. All right, I'm turning my head because it's got this kid riding a bike uphill, and the blurb is written diagonally. So I don't want you to be looking at it like that, so don't mind my face. An abused, grief-stricken, and impoverished Sonny has all but given up on life. That is, until he meets death by way of the Grim Reaper. The Reaper, a junk food-loving, poetry-reading, cigarette-addicted entity, has no time to waste as he searches for a suitable successor who would become Death for the next millennium. By training the boy in the ways of death and dying, Reaper grooms his young apprentice, and through suspenseful and horror-laced events, he unknowingly gives Sonny something he never intended, a reason to live. I've heard good things about it. Ian really liked it, and I'm excited to check it out. This is, I think, what I thought was the other one. Ah, yes. So these books are urban fantasy books, and they are from an awesome booktuber and supporter of the channel. And I found out she's also an indie author, and I had to get some of her books. These sound like a blast, and I can't wait to show them to you and share them with you. But if you are not subscribed and following and watching Nicole's videos at Nicole's Bookish Nook, definitely check it out. She's fantastic. You'll see her in my comments section. She's awesome. Check her out and check out her books because they sound like a blast. We've got it's the Midnight Detective Agency, Book 1, The Obsidian Murders by Nicole Brona. And then Book 2, Murderous Fairies. Nice and short, fun, quick reads. I really have been jonesing for some urban fantasy. Just heard the news today that 12 Months, the next book in the Dresden Files saga, will be out January 2026. Cannot wait for that. So in the meantime, I need to stack up some urban fantasy for the fall. I love reading that kind of stuff in the fall. So had to get these to support Nicole and because they sound fun. Check it out. A journalist who's kind of weird, a 500-year-old vampire detective, 2 young women dead from an unknown magical source. Tessa O'Hara is tired of people thinking she's crazy. Growing up sensitive to the supernatural and deemed mentally unstable by every therapist she's ever seen, Tessa moves to Washington, D.C. to start fresh. But when there are 2 murders in her neighborhood that reek of magic, she's a bit freaked out and utterly regretting her decision to become a semi-functioning adult. Seeking aid from a vampire detective, a grumpy house fairy, and several local Wiccan covens, she's determined to use her abilities to help. But Tessa and her new friends are at a loss when the case abruptly goes cold with no leads or suspects. Can Tessa help find the killer before another woman is found dead? Excited to check these out. Nicole, you are awesome. Happy to get these and have them on my shelf. Beautiful, beautiful books. Sound like a lot of fun. And thank you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Again, check out Nicole's channel. She's awesome. You'll love her stuff. All right, one more Amazon package, and then it's on to the stuff from indie authors, baby. And don't forget, hang around to the end to see what I got from Dragonsteel. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. So these were the other books I got with my gift card from one of my students that I had not used yet, and these just were awesome. I got these with the death book. I just kind of had a vibe for like monsters and death and deep dives into character stuff. So I got a book that I've wanted to get for a long time. Well, two books I wanted to get for a long time. First one is called Monstrillo by Gerardo Samano Cordova. Very cool cover. And listen to this. This just sounds so... Oh, mommy. The other book is a nice, beautiful, very solid hardcover, and it just fell right onto my toe. I'm okay, though. All right, so let me tell you what this is about. After her son dies, Magos carves out a small piece of his lung to save for herself. Already sounds a little creepy. Acting on fierce maternal instinct and the dubious logic of an old folktale, she nurtures the lung until it gains sentience, growing into the carnivorous little monstrillo she keeps hidden within the walls of her decaying childhood home in Mexico City. Wild, right? But despite her best efforts to turn the monster she created into a man, Monstrillo's innate impulses threaten to destroy his fragile second chance at life. A meditation on grief, acceptance, and the monstrous sides of love and loyalty, Gerardo Samano Cordova ambitious debut spans the globe from Brooklyn to Berlin, offering a cathartic and precise portrait of being human. I have just always wanted to read this. It sounds so crazy and weird and cool, so I'm excited. This is one that I feel like this one and my next one, and probably that death one, are just ones that sound so just interesting and out there, but also deep with a lot of humanity and heart and stuff that makes you think. So these I definitely will try to do a buddy read. Maybe I can do one with you beasties. I'll have to think about it. And definitely I can have one of them be part of my Beast Buds, find one of my indie author or booktuber beasties to do that with. But looking forward to reading these and discussing them because they sound real good. Wait till you see the next one. All right, this next one I've heard about for a long time, and I really just cannot wait to read it. It is called A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, who I really want to read his, what's it called? The knife, the something knife, or the knife of something. Dang it, no, I can't remember, but I want to get that. It's like where everyone can't hear anymore. Like everyone goes deaf. It's like a post-apocalyptic type thing. But I can't remember if it's everyone goes deaf or only men go deaf. I can't remember. The Knife of Letting Go or something like that. Anyway. While we're talking about this, A Monster Calls. Check out that beautiful cover. And I got the hardcover because it was just darker. It had this darker gray scale look. And I thought it was a novella. So I thought it would be cool to have a novella hardcover. A shorter book. I'm glad I got it because when it fell on my toe when I had to pick it up, I noticed this blue and black up here and I thought, does that have a naked hardcover? And I mean, already it's got sweet end pages, but check this out. Look at this naked hardcover. How freaking cool is that? the trees at night. Oh man, that's incredible. And I mean, it's illustrated throughout the whole thing. Like, I didn't even know any of this. Smells so good. It's got illustrations on like every page. Even pages that don't have a big illustration have like little page decorative type things. I mean, look at these. I mean, guys, come on now. You gotta, like, if you're at all interested in this, I say snag it. And I don't know if the paperback has all this, but I mean, like, holy smokes. And it feels very well made, very solid. And I've just heard it's incredible. And it's people said it's like one of the only books that have made them cry. Knife of Never Letting Go. I knew it. Which I think did they already make a movie with Tom Holland or something? Or they are making it? Yeah, KS Walking Trilogy. I gotta get that too. So anyway, let me tell you what this beautiful book is about. The monster showed up after midnight, as they do. But it isn't the monster Connor's been expecting. He's been expecting the one from his nightmare. The nightmare he's had nearly every night since his mother started her treatments. The one with the darkness and the wind and the screaming. This monster, though, is something different. Something ancient, something wild, and at once the most dangerous thing of all from Connor. It wants the truth. Patrick Ness spins a tale from the final story idea of Sibylle Dowd, whose premature death from cancer prevented her from writing it herself. Darkly mischievous and painfully funny, A Monster Calls is an extraordinarily moving novel about coming to terms with loss from two of our finest writers for young adults. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I've heard really good things. Can't wait. All right, let's move on and open up some indie packages. Yeah. All right, I redistributed so that hopefully we don't have to deal with anything falling. All right, so first up, let's open up this big boy right here and see what we got. Bookbringer, you had a little rest, my friend, but it's time. Nice. All right. Oh, sweet. So we got a couple of awesome books in here. Oh, a letter too. I always love when an author takes the time to write me a nice letter. Let me see here. Ah, so nice. Thank you, Amos. I appreciate you, my friend. Absolutely excited to have these books. Beautiful covers. So we got book 1 and book 2, the Gwambi tetralogy. I think book 3 is coming out in October. So book 1 is called My Father's Land. Look at that. Stunning. Beautiful cover. Book 2 is called My Father's Ghost. Look at those. Beautiful. Seafaring, pirate, fantasy. Love it. All right, let me tell you what, and these are by Amos Wilson. Let me tell you what book 1 is about. These pirates who just kidnapped Ella seem to think she knows the location of the Gwambi's lost city of gold. Sure, her father died looking for the Gwambi city, but that doesn't mean she knows anything about it. Her mother wouldn't even let her read the one book they owned on the lost Gwambi city. Mind you, she read every other book in the house, every other book in the parish, so she knows a thing or two. The question is, can she do anything with all that head knowledge? I mean, does it matter if she can positively identify the difference between a gnome, a leprechaun, and a nymph? If she can't defend herself when they're trying to stab her in the gut? And let's not even start talking about the sorcerer. With a focus on immersive world building that features fully developed fantasy races, deeply religious colonists, and labor riots, My Father's Land draws as much from J.R.R. Tolkien and Indiana Jones as it does from Charles Dickens. The Gwambi tetralogy borders on magical realism and is a faith-based and character-driven spin on the fantasy genre. Very cool sounding, Amos. Cannot wait to check these out, and I'm going to be having him on the channel as well, so look forward to that. Beautiful books. Thank you, my friend. Signed by the author. Thank you, Amos. Appreciate you, man. What we got here? Okay, so this says, I think I know what this is. I might need scissors for this. Nope. I can do it. I'm strong. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So this is actually from Ingram Spark. I am a reviewer with them, and I can pick an indie book every once in a while. So this is a book by an author that I've really been wanting to check out his stuff. I love his covers. He's kind of in that cozy fantasy stuff, like Legends and Lattes. And it's by S.L. Rowland, and this is Cursed Cocktails. Cursed Cocktails. Cursed sounded fancier to me. But look at that little picture on the back with the cat and the dog. So cute. Let me tell you what this is about. Sometimes I send a bookmark. Not this time. All right, so when life gives you lemons, squeeze them into a stiff drink and stir. After 20 years defending the frozen north against some of the most dangerous threats in the Nine Kingdoms, Roran Bloodbane has finally earned his retirement. While the Blood Mage's service to the realm may have ended, burning veins and aching joints remain, and Roran soon learns that a warmer climate offers relief from his chronic pain, and a chance at a fresh start. In the warm and relaxing atmosphere of Eastbourne, the Umbral Elf finds a new purpose and a sense of belonging. He may have left the frozen north behind, but he brings with him the skills and strength gained from a lifetime of defending the realm, along with his most prized possession, a book of drink recipes inherited from his father. Spilled cocktails may not carry the same weight as spilled blood, but opening a tavern brings a unique brand of challenges. With the right friends and a little bit of luck, he might just have a recipe for success. Welcome to the enchanting world of Tales of Adria, where small-scale stories, low-stakes adventures, and cozy fantasy come to life with an epic high fantasy realm. Very cool. Excited to check this out. And even more of his books. I think this is the start of it. But he also has a series called Sentenced to Troll, which I really wanted to check out. So yeah, I'm excited to try me some S.L. Rowland and check this out. So beautiful book. Thank you, Ingram Spark. All right, this next one was a nice little surprise. I did not know this was going to be coming. I knew it was going to come eventually, but I didn't know it was coming now. So when I opened up the mailbox, I was like, oh, well, that's a day maker right there. This is from a awesome friend of the channel, indie author that has been on Beast Friends forever. Oh, yeah. Look at this, guys. So I got the short story collection, Sing No Sun, Sing the Night, by Michael Mitchell. Awesome. I cannot wait to read these. I love short story collections. And then I got the prequel novella to his series, which I'm going to show in a minute, signed by the author. And I read this and loved it. And I love this cover. So I was excited to get that. And then I got a hardcover of The Price of Power, Dreams of Dust and Steel. This is the prequel novella to this. But look at that. Wraps around on the back. Beautiful. Oh man, sweet bookmark, signed by the author. Good dude. But check out the naked hardcover. Just has the characters on there. Oh, that is friggin' beautiful. Stunning. Thank you so much, Michael. But that's not all I got in here, because I also have in here the sequel. Now that we got this here, we can put these bad boys up here. Book 2, the sequel to Price of Power, Graveyard for Heroes. Wraps around on the back. And of course, Man, that's so cool. Ooh, bookmark. It says chain breaker. That's cool. Look at that naked hardcover. Oh man. Oh, that's so cool. Man, these books are gorgeous. So I had purchased a paperback. So I have to do a giveaway for that bad boy soon, so that someone else can get into Dreams of Dust and Steel, since I have these beautiful hardcovers. Let me tell you what. So this is short story collection. I think one of them at least is connected to this series. But let me tell you what this book one is about. Prince Baradane could not hold back the darkness, not even in himself. He laid an innocent city in its grave and then died a hero. In his absence, war whispers across the land. Power-hungry highborn dispatch spies and assassins to the shadows as they maneuver for the throne, while an even greater threat rises in the south. Monsters and cultists flock to the banner of a mad prophet, determined to control reality and then shatter it. Destiny stalks 3 to the brink of oblivion, a dead prince that isn't dead. Baradane buried his shameful past in a stupor of drugs, drink, and crime. Now he'd rather watch the world fall apart than wear the crown again. An orphan with hero's blood who's forced to make a harrowing choice, betray her country or sacrifice her first love. And a powerful seer who has no choice at all. Her grandson must die. If any of them fails to pay the price, the cost will be the world's complete annihilation. Perfect for fans of First Law, Game of Thrones, 5 Warrior Angels, Kings of Paradise, and a land fit for heroes. Ho-ho. Those are all some of my favorites, or at the top of my TBR. That's why I cannot wait to get to this. Thank you, Michael. You are the man. And these are gorgeous, dude. Congrats. These are awesome. Can't wait to read them and to have you on the channel again. All right, next up. This one does not have a return address, so we're going to see what we got in here. I think I know, but I'm not sure. Got to be careful cutting this open there. So these bookmarks are a giveaway. I'll show you them in a second. Oh, so cool. They're from an awesome indie author who reached out to me, and it made my day. It always makes my day when I hear from awesome indie authors or from any of you beasties. But this author's books I had seen a long time ago and been wanting to check out for the longest time. So when he reached out to ask me about connecting and chatting and, you know, possibly coming on Beast Friends Forever, mine was blown. I'm like, dude, I've been wanting to read your books forever. Heck yeah. Let me show you them. They are beautiful. Oh, ho, ho. Stunning. So these are from Ben Shankman, The Devil You Know series. Book 1 is My Boss is the Devil. Oh, so cool. Book 2, Dueling Shoulder Angels. Oh, nice. And book 3, Too Many Gods in the Kitchen. Look at that. Oh, man. These covers are amazing. I love it. Let me tell you what book 1, My Boss is the Devil, is about. What's better than being a college dropout, 20-something, working as a barista in New Haven, Connecticut? Just about anything. Things start looking up when a graveside summoning works better than expected. But should he really consider taking an offer from Lucifer himself? With the way things are going for Nick? Of course he should. In a surprising twist, Lucifer wants to give Nick the opportunity to do good deeds. The devil is a gambling man and bets the house that Nick will decide the ends justify the means and sign away his soul after making his mark on the world. Finding the balance between good and evil is about to require a lot of coffee. Ben's a funny guy, and I actually discovered this first book on... Look at those colors on the spines, how good they look together. I love these covers. I discovered it on Kindle Unlimited and started reading the first book tried it out. I like to do that. And I loved it. And it's been stuck in my head ever since. The humor and the story and the covers. So I cannot believe that I have these now. Thank you so much, Ben. Appreciate it, man. You're awesome, dude. Signed with a nice note in it. I appreciate it, man. Cannot wait to have you on Beast Friends Forever. He's going to be on in the beginning of September, so look forward to that. And cannot wait to dive into these beautiful books. All right, next up. This one does not have a return address either, so let's see who this one is from, Beasties. Ooh. Ooh. We got some goodies in here. Oh, snap. I don't know who this one's from. So cool. Oh, no way. Check out these pins. They're bones. I'm in love. That is fantastic. Oh, man. Those are gonna sit right there the rest of the video. That's fantastic. Cannot wait to use those. We got some beautiful bookmarks here. I'm going to show you these after, and this after. Otherwise, you'll know what these are. Alright, so we're going to open this one up first. Look at this wrapping paper. I love this. Check out that. Oh, I love this cover. Alright, so this is the Coven from Corvina Sweeney. And she is part of the Dark Veil Society. This has all the different books and authors on there. Love all these authors. A lot of them I've chatted with and had on the channel or plan to have on the channel soon. So it's just very exciting. I'm excited for everything they have going on. I've got some more books on the way from some more of these authors. So I'm really excited to have this. So, yes, awesome stuff. And here's the first bookmark. I won't show you the other one yet. From the Coven, which is cool. It says Dark Veil Society on the other side. So there's that book, which is very cool. I love the front, but I love the back. That's awesome. Got a little zombie dude right there. Alright, so let's put that there for now. I'll tell you what it's about in a second. Let's get this other book out here. Really excited about both of these. I'm going to be having Corvina on the channel soon as well. Oh yeah, this is her newest book, Having Sam for Dinner. That's cool. So it says, I'll read you what this one's about first. Here's the awesome bookmark. Do not read on an empty stomach, it says. That's awesome. In the shadow-draped town of Slaughter, Louisiana, whispers travel faster than the sluggish bayou current, and every resident seems to carry a secret. When Sam arrives, he's looking for peace and a place to rebuild his life. What he finds instead is Ellen, beautiful, adventurous, and full of stories that weave the town's past with its hauntingly beautiful present. Their connection is instant, and Sam can't help but fall for her. But Slaughter isn't quite the quiet town it appears to be, and Ellen's world is anything but ordinary. Beneath the surface of friendly smiles and warm welcomes lurk deeper, older rituals, and a group of friends bound by something darker than loyalty. As Ellen's feelings for Sam grow, so does the weight of a secret she's sworn to keep. A secret that may cost Sam more than he ever imagined. When strange disappearances shake the town, suspicion begins to rise, but nothing is as it seems. As Sam is drawn further into Slaughter's tangled history and Ellen's enigmatic circle of friends, he starts to sense that danger lies just beneath the surface of everything he thought he knew. In Having Sam for Dinner, love becomes a game of trust. Deception hides behind southern charm, and the bayou always claims it's due. Oh, that sounds good. Excited for that one. Tell me what this one is about. Deep in the heart of Albany, Louisiana, where old traditions run deep and outsiders are met with weary glances, 3 women have taken up residence in the infamous Pritchard House. The locals whisper about witchcraft, curses, and things left best undisturbed. And for once, they might actually be right. Emmeline, Myra, and Kirsten didn't come looking for trouble, but when their attempt to summon a demon for information goes sideways, they accidentally unleash something far more annoying than evil. Magic, murder, and mayhem collide in this darkly comedic tale where the only thing more dangerous than demons is small-town gossip. Corvina's awesome. I'm really excited to check these out. Thank you, Corvina. You are incredible. And these are, of course, signed by the wonderful author. So nice. Love it. Can't wait to check these out. Thank you, Corvina. Last one in the stack, then we'll move on to the last. This one, I'm pretty excited about, like all of them. But this is a sequel from an awesome supporter and friend of the channel, who is actually one of my very first live Beast Friends Forever, and I'm going to have him on again soon. And I'm excited to show you this stunning cover. Oh, my goodness. So I read book 1 of this so far duology. Lost Souls, Infinite Existence, book 1. Look at that beautiful cover. And this is the sequel that just came out. Eternal Dreams, book 2. Check this out. What beautiful. Beautiful. Look at these beautiful books by each other. You're lovely. You're stunning. What a pair. Let me tell you what book 1 is about, and look forward to having Ryan on Beast Friends Forever soon. All right, so today is a day for action, and nothing less than complete commitment to an idea. The idea that our lives have value, that we can exist for no other reason than to be alive. From a U.S. Space Force officer. Living on the Premier Ring, Maximus, a brilliant engineer, hungers for more than the monotony of daily existence mandated to him by those that control the ring. The relentless pursuit of infinite existence is a collective purpose assigned to all, but for Maximus, it's a hollow dream that leaves his soul yearning for its own legacy. Determined to escape his repetitive life, Maximus seeks out a destiny that will offer his life significance. When shocking revelations about the ring's underbelly intertwine with the hidden truths of his own lineage, he's propelled into action. Fueled by a spirit passed down to him by his indomitable father, he devotes his unshakable resolve to reshape the ring. Maximus embarks on a mission to challenge the unassailable leadership of the rings. He's ready to wager everything, even his own life, on liberating all those that have lived below him from the ruthless grip of their oppressors. In this high-stakes struggle for freedom and justice, Maximus must confront not only the forces of tyranny, but also the threat of losing everyone that has built him up to the man he is now. With the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, he stands poised to start a revolution that will ignite every soul that's been lost up to this point. So cool. Ryan is a great dude, hilarious, just a great supporter of this channel and so many others and so many authors in the indie sphere. So many love you, Ryan. You're awesome, man. Congrats on book 2. And I just finished this recently, and it was so good. Book 1 is just a deep, character-driven story with a lot of science stuff too in it. It's a really cool science fantasy. He doesn't hold your hand. He drops you in and you got to kind of figure things out. And book 2 continues the story. There's some twists, some things you don't see coming, some tropes that he flips on their head, and it's just a really good story with some unforgettable characters that I really enjoyed. Can't wait to talk to him about book 2. You should definitely check these out. And you should definitely snag them because look at those covers. They're beautiful. Stunning covers. And look how good they look next to each other. Come on now. So, what do we got next? Let's see. Oh, yeah. What do we got in here? Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks awesome. Oh, we got a little goodie that fell out of there. Let's see what we got here. We got a very cool sticker. Check that out. We got some awesome bookmarks. Ooh. Looks like I need to check out this other book by this author, The Dark Side of Super. That's a cool bookmark. To check that out. And this book that we have right here, I'll show you in a second. Another awesome sticker. The Backwards Night. Look at that cool cover. And this awesome bookmark. From Matthew Sidak. Very cool. I love that cover. And these bookmarks look incredible. Alright, let me tell you what this is about. When the magic that can shape the world is tainted, can hope survive? Centuries have passed since the paladin outlawed magic in the sequestered lands stolen from the elves, but eldritch forces rarely remain sealed forever. The ancient magic seeks host, marking mortal flesh to herald devastation. An old knight clings to the hope that he can discover why magic has returned corrupted. A frightened farm boy marked by magic must escape the knights hunting him. An elf bound in service to the paladin stalks mages to bring them to justice. Destruction binds them, but can it also save them? Ooh, that sounds real good. Of course, signed by the author. Matthew's an awesome dude. He has quite the story for getting this book out, and it looks beautiful, man. Congrats. Love. These bookmarks are fantastic, and I'm excited to talk to you about Dark Side of Super. That sounds cool. Have to look that up. But definitely excited to read this, my friend, and got to get you on the channel soon down the road. This book looks amazing. Love it. I love that cover. All right, next up. This is from 7 Coins Media. So not really sure what this is, but it's a beautiful packaging. What do we got here? Oh. Got some goodies in here. Very nice. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Very cool pen. Beautiful bookmark. The Dryad's Crown. All right. Let's open this up, shall we? Oh yeah. Oh, check this out. That's beautiful. So this is from author David Hopkins. So look at this. Oh, man. So we've got The Dryad's Crown and War of the Hounds. So this is a novella set in the same world. So let me tell you what this is about. Look at that illustration right there. So Silbury returns to the port city where she was first taught to kill. While there, she discovers there is more to her troubling past, something magical and foreboding, far beyond the familiar, cobbled streets. Will she take her revenge against the cruel guildmaster who trained her, or is mercy even an option? What begins as a fairy tale transforms into a sweeping epic adventure about love and loss, and a woman with a strange connection to the natural world. This book is just beautiful. It's one of those books that, like, it's pretty good size and chunky, but it feels like a cloud. Like, it feels so light. but still sturdy. So like I just love when you have books like that are so floppy and just feel like air, but they're so dense still and well made. Like this is a beautiful book. I'm very impressed. And then this novella, I don't know if I should tell you what it's about because I'm not sure if it's a prequel or it's set after. I'll just tell you that it says, based on Shakespeare's Henry V, War of the Hounds, is the story of Bryn's greatest triumph and her most heartbreaking failure. So I'm not sure, so I don't want to ruin anything, but these books are stunning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, David. These are beautiful. I love having these in my collection. Cannot wait to check them out, my friend. All right, next up. This is from another awesome indie author I've been chatting with, trying to get a time to come on Beast Friends Forever set up. Well, very nice letter written here. Beautiful book. This is from Kent Price. This is from Kent Priore, or Kent Prior. Priore? This is from Kent Prior. I don't know if it's Prior or Priore. There's an E at the end. Could be silent. Sorry, Kent. You're awesome. We've been chatting a lot. He is an awesome dude. But now I'm like, shoot, I should have asked you how you say your last name before you sent me your book. Priore or Prior? But look at that cover. Monsters Among Us. Stunning. Looks awesome. Look at the back. Look at those eyes. Creepy. So cool. All right, let me tell you what this beautiful, stunning book is about. Look at that cool illustration in the front. All right, let me tell you what it's about. Seth's life until now has been a product of a diabolical, evil Truman Show. His entire upbringing a facade, orchestrated for malevolent purposes. After his beloved dies, he undergoes a demonic metamorphosis, which causes the world's fictitious walls to crumble. As he tries to piece the semblance of his life back together and move on, he meets friends who inspire, but even more harsh truths are revealed, perhaps too difficult to cope with. The very existence of life and reality is exposed as a machination of grotesque gods, and to defeat them, Seth will have to fill his emptiness, for which there's only two options: bring the world to ruin, or learn to transmute his pain into strength. Sounds pretty sweet. I love the Truman Show, so that sounds awesome. Cannot wait to check this out and to have you on the channel. Kent, you are the man. Thank you, my friend. This is beautiful. I don't know how to open this. There we go. This is called Morvelving. Ooh, that's cool. Business card. This is from CJ Switzer. Ooh, beautiful bookmark. Check that out. But look at this book. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Signed by the author with a nice note. Morvelving. Look at that. That is a cool cover. Enter the captivating fantasy world of Erviad and begin a journey of family, magic, and cruel fates. They see you, hold your immortal thread, but hers. Her short mortal ribbon warms the timeless hands. The fates cackle with glee at the sorrow and doom that awaits upon her path. Morvelving, an exile trapped by the same vices that led to his son's death, is ready to end it all, until he meets the orphan, Nipakatua, a mute and deaf child, marked by the fates and with a knack for mischief. Though guilt-ridden, Morvelving will not allow himself to abandon her to her treacherous destiny, and so vows to find her a safe and hidden home. A wayward and perilous journey begins. Along their path, the two encounter a mystical stag, escape warmongering centaurs, dispute with an obstinate prince, and flee from a dragon zealots. But when the zealots capture Nipakatua as a sacrifice to the dragon's whim, Morvelving must allay his fears, and race to save the child from the strings of the fates in the shadow of the tyrannical dragon. That sounds good. CJ's an awesome dude. Definitely check out his stuff. And I cannot wait to find a time to have him on the channel and check this out. Beautiful book. CJ, thank you so much, my friend. This is awesome. All right, next up, this is something I snagged on TikTok Shop because I saw a video from this author talking about his book, and it just sounded really cool and fun. I just had to snag it. It was one of those impulse buys, but I couldn't help myself. Sometimes that happens. Here's a very cool sticker of a dead monkey baby zombie stuffed animal. Pretty cool. But this is called Apocalypticon. Check that out by Clayton Smith. And on the back, let me tell you what it's about. 3 years have passed since the Jamaicans caused the apocalypse, and things in post-Armageddon Chicago have settled into a new kind of normal. Unfortunately, that normal includes collapsing skyscrapers, bands of bloodthirsty maniacs, and a dwindling cache of survival supplies. After watching his family, friends, and most of the non-sadistic elements of society crumble around him, Patrick decides it's time to cross one last item off his bucket list. He's going to Disney World. This hilarious, heartfelt, gut-wrenching odyssey through post-apocalyptic America is a pilgrimage peppered with peril. As fellow survivors, Patrick and Ben encounter a slew of odd characters, from zombie politicians and deranged survivalists, to a milky-eyed oracle who doesn't have a lot of good news. Plus, it looks like Patrick may be hiding the real reason for the mission to the Magic Kingdom. Sounds pretty cool, and I've heard it's pretty funny, so really excited to check this out. The time to start hoarding pudding is now. Signed by the author. That's awesome. I'm excited to check this out. Clayton, I don't know if you'll see this or not, but thanks, man. This is awesome. I'm excited to check it out, and I'd love to have you on the channel down the road, my friend. All right. Got a beautiful box here from a very awesome author that I cannot wait to show you this. I'm really excited about this. And I'll show you. So this is from an indie author I've been chatting with. Very cool guy. We've been chatting for a while about him sending me his book. And he took the time to do something extra special that just floors me that he did it. So I'm really excited to check it out and show you guys. Oh man. We got a poster. Ooh. Very cool. Oh, that's cool. The Wordless Book. What lies inside the book is impossible. Check this out. September 2025. Look at that. Ooh, sign on the back. Oh, that's awesome. Very awesome note on the back. Thank you, my friend. That's cool. That is really cool. That's awesome, man. No way. That's cool. Alright, so very cool poster. We got what's in here, which I'm about to show you. Nice wrapping. Keep this bad boy safe. Ooh, I can't wait to look at this. Dang. Oh man, this cover. Dang. Alright, so check out this awesome bookmark. Very cool. The Wordless Book by Sean Spencer. Check that out. Oh man, you got that creepy guy on the top. You got a little Lovecraftian looking stuff down here, and then the character there. Look at that. But what is so cool? Wow. So it just keeps getting better, guys. Here, hold on. We've got the beautiful naked hardcover with the same picture on it. We got some awesome illustrations and maps in here. Like, check that out. More illustrations. More illustrations. That's the table of contents. That's so cool. Like a camp directory on a tree. Awesome map of the campground. Oh man. And check out the page headers. Man, this book is stunning. Sean, you did a great job, my friend. But he sprayed the edges blue just for me. And it looks great. Oh, this book is just freaking stunning, man. So cool. Let me tell you what this is about. Let me put this beautiful book back into this beautiful dust jacket. I'm so excited to have this. And it means the world to me that you took the time to spray the edges for me, dude. Like, that is just so cool. So that I have this one-of-a-kind special edition, created and made special for me by the author. That's just awesome. It means a lot to me, man. Let me tell you what this is about. Silence. Locate the book. The time has come. We are the keepers of the elemental orbs. Bound and motivated to the cause, the dead will rise and the living will fall because we are the Reapers. One fall afternoon, several counselors and dozens of teenagers arrive at the newly remodeled Camp Wolf Creek, the infamous camp haunted by an ominous, wordless book. Supposedly, if you listen close, you can hear the book calling out to you if you are in its sinister presence. As the counselors settle in for the first night at the camp, they find that the spirit of the wordless book is the least of their worries, for it's what lies inside the book that is truly terrifying. A merciless dead world called the Impossible is hidden within its faux leather cover, and bound there are a pack of Reapers, led by the dangerous and unforgiving Death Reaper himself. Night falls and the Reapers are set loose upon Camp Wolf Creek like a scourge. And not everyone will survive. But when the camp's history comes to light, the surviving counselors must band together to banish the Reapers once and for all. That sounds creepy. I cannot wait to read this. And this is such a beautiful book. Thank you so much, my friend. You did a great job. I love this, and I love the poster. Awesome stuff, man. Definitely got to have you on the channel ASAP. All right, let's check out what you've been waiting for. Time to see what I got from Dragonsteel. All right, so when Brandon Sanderson did his secret projects, I had not really read much Brandon Sanderson yet. I was just getting into Mistborn, and that's all. I hadn't read anything yet. I was just reading Mistborn. I'd always wanted to get into his books, but anyway, I was just finding BookTube, just thinking of starting my own channel. I had just started reading Mistborn, so I did not back that Kickstarter, and I always have regretted it. So when I saw that he had another secret project, I jumped on it, and I got that bad boy. So that's what we should have in here, and I'm excited to show you. Check that out. Dragonsteel. My first Dragonsteel box. Here we go. Ooh, that's cool. Definitely keeping this box. Oh, yes, sir. This is, oh man, this box is cool. Go up with my other Brandon Sanderson books. I'm talking about Isles of the Emberdark by Brandon Sanderson. Some people would probably keep this shut, but not me, because I'm going to read this bad boy. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I gotta make sure there's no spoilers for anything, because now I am a more seasoned Brando Sando reader now. I've read Mistborn Era 1, and some of the short stories that fall within there. I've read Elantris, Warbreaker, and Way of Kings, and love them all. And I'm excited to start Words of Radiance. So I'll have to make sure this won't spoil anything. But look at this. Black sprayed edges, leather bound beautiful gold foil, cool end papers. I think there's some illustrations in here. Oh, black. Bruh. Look at those. The dark pages in the back. That's so cool. There's some illustrations. Like, check this out. Oh, that's awesome. Beautiful. Man, I cannot wait to check this out. If you know where this falls and if I need to wait to read it or not, let me know. I'm sure a lot of you do. Because a lot of you are much more seasoned in the Cosmere than I am. But yeah, I love this. It's absolutely beautiful. So excited to have it. Not signed. I do need to eventually get a signed book. I don't have one yet, but I will someday. All right. We've got a very cool sticker. Feels like it's almost made out of leather. Ooh, a nice... I don't know if this is a metal bookmark. I think it's just super sturdy. I don't think it's metal. Maybe. Very nice. Maybe. I don't remember. Oh, and a very cool pin of the MC there. That's cool. That's awesome. Very cool. That's sweet. I'm very happy to have that. So let me put this stuff up here. Let me get out all the other things. Not too shabby, beasties. One of my biggest book hauls for a while. Everything just came at once and I love it. It's like Christmas morning. I love doing these. Love shouting out all these indie authors and just sharing all these awesome books and things I get. I hope you enjoy it as well. Thanks for hanging out with me and I will see you in the next one, beasties. And until I do, as always, devour your TBRs, be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly. We'll see ya.